Hi, everyone. Welcome back to episode 14 of Who Should You Choose, the video series where I go through the prior videos, questions, and comments and help you with your hut lineup decisions. Again, for anyone just watching this for the first time, you want to subscribe with notifications on for your best chance to get your question answered in the next video. But also, if I don't get to your question in this next video, be sure to catch me live on Twitch, twitch.tv/nosleeves12. The link is down below. I go live by 2 p.m. Eastern time every single day, and I'll be happy to answer your question live on stream. That being said, let's get into the question. All right, we'll start off with R2. He says, hello, thanks for the content. Not really a lineup question, but what's your favorite go-to way to spell Breeze Boy? I think my favorite one was the original guy who like legitimately just threw what it sounded like in there. It was like Breezwah. Like that's how he spelled it. That one's my favorite by far. Maze Jolt, he says, I have two questions for you. First question, I know it's still early, but have you heard anything about the IHF Gaming World Championship, and will it happen this year? Ooh, this is one of my favorite events, so if you haven't watched this one, it usually happens later on in the year. I've been a part of it since the first year. I think it's done 3 seasons now, and essentially, they've run multiple tournaments in every country, and the top 2 players, one on Xbox, one on PlayStation, they end up representing their country, and then a full tournament. And yes, the US and Canada have to play Europeans and stuff. I think Eki's won it every single year. And Finland has won it the 3 seasons, so that'd be awesome. I'm not sure, I haven't heard of it, though. This is still a few months before it happens, but the Gaming World Championship rewards. Last year, the rewards took a big step backwards, in my honest opinion. You needed 16 wins to get an Ultimate Pack compared to NHL 22 and 21 when you need a top 450 placement. Also to compare, 16 wins in NHL 22 would get you a top 150 placement, if I recall, at least in EU. So do you think it's possible for the people in the Design Council to talk to the team and maybe revert the reward system back to 22 and 21 for GWC? So I don't know who controls this. I would assume EA has all of the input on there. They definitely want people to sign up and play at the NHL Gaming World Championship. If you don't know what that is, it is the NHL's big $100,000 tournament. I've been the voice of it the last 3 seasons, and it's one of my favorite things all year round. That being said, I don't know what they'll do. So it ends up working like a Hut Champs, and you got to play, but you've got packs when the open bracket was there. It'll probably be what it was like. It'll probably be like it was last year. Drummer Guy says, what's going on, Sleeves? Free to play? Looking for a decent left-handed defenseman to put behind Bobby Orr, or I have an 85 team of the week Hedman. I keep giving up 2-on-1s because my defense is dookie. I have 250K. Any good suggestions? So first of which, Kevin Lowe is the play to put behind Bobby Orr. Second of all, if you're giving up 2-on-1s a ton, try to switch to the 1-3-1. And then when you give up the puck in the offensive zone and they start the rush, hold down right trigger, click in R3. That will auto-select the furthest player back or the closest player to your goaltender. That'll allow you to put in position to stop the 2-on-1s. I also have a YouTube short on how to stop the cross creases. It's the same situation. Sent says, yo, Sleeves, so team is looking pretty solid right now, free to play, nearly halfway to making Mario, and just made nearly 200K off Raymond. Bought 2 weeks ago for like 370, sold for 575, up to 650 coins. Would you save for Team of the Year, go for the next team builders, already have Nieuwendyk, or go for Mario, currently have Kale upgraded for X Factor? This is a long one, so I'm just gonna do the first part of this question so I can get to some more. If you have one team builder, this goes for anyone. If you have an odd number of team builders, you need to make one more. So if you have 1, you need to make 2. If you have 3, you got to make 4. If you have 5, you got to make 6. Reason being is that if it's going to work like it has in the past, which it should, when the 90s come out or whatever they are, it'll take 287s to turn into one of the 90s. Okay, so you need to have a second one. That's what I would focus on first. Oliver Bonk, 2 goals again last night. Would you be selling, or do you think he's just getting started? Thanks, Sleeve. So I talked about Oliver Bonk. I'm on the media team for the Niagara Ice Dogs. I've seen the London Knights multiple times already this season, the first 2 OHL games this season. And the London Knights are an incredible junior team. The issue is that they force-feed Kasper Halttunen, Shark draft pick, for his one-timer. He has a Danny Heatley type one-timer. If you haven't seen him and you like watching hockey, and especially prospects and watch that, go and Google Kasper Halttunen's goals. It looks hilarious. It's literally OV one-timer from the face-off dot, and they just force-feed him. However, he's moved off of like the bumper position, and he's starting to take more shots on goal. I don't know because he went so long into the season without scoring a goal at all, but when they start getting confidence, especially players that are drafted in the NHL and they're in junior, they tend to have the offense run through them and they have the confidence to hold on to the puck. So I would probably just keep. 3 minutes. I think it was 21. Oh, yes. Yeah, it was 21 where it's 4 fantasy players. You could make dirt cheap that went up every +4. Yeah, those. So if you remember back to 21, Couture, Makar, Stone, and Besser, those cards, those fantasy cards, the original ones that went up, they only did that during the COVID season because they weren't playing. So the fantasy event was in place, and it was all done and ready to go. But obviously the season didn't start till January, so they released them and just upgraded them monthly. That's why those cards were different back in 21. Hey Sleeves, I appreciate your insight when providing advice on which card to pursue. I have a two for one here: Faber or X Factor McAvoy, and then should I trade in Bobby Orr after completing his objectives, and then build Quinn Hughes X Factor? I really think Quinn Hughes gets a Team of the Year, meaning that if you got his X Factor, I'd build him up. I wouldn't get rid of Bobby Orr, though. Bobby Orr's been so good. If you break the puck out with him, it's nuts. Faber or McAvoy, I wouldn't invest in McAvoy. I would go Faber. Ace Slaves, already feeling a little burnt out. I don't know how much longer I will be playing, so I have enough 85s to make 3 power-up collectibles. Should I make them for fun, or is there anything better to save them for to later in hours? The only thing you're saving for is, like, Team of the Year. Spoiler alert, in my next No Money Spent video, I literally did this. I got fed up. I didn't like a lot of players on my team. I wanted to make some changes. I traded in most of my fodder, my 85s, my 84s, my 83s, 7 new players, and it makes it fun. It makes it fun. Hey, Slaves, do you think I should get Luc Robitaille or Brisebois? Brisebois, 100% Brisebois. I need a forward. My lefty is already stacked. Okay. Should have read the rest of the question. There's more left-handed wingers that I would rather have than Brisebois. Brisebois is the best left-handed defenseman in the game. So I would rather have Brisebois, and then I would go out and get like the 86 Larkin for like 50K. And Robitaille's been disappointing as the game's gone along so far. Who do you think will get Team of the Year? My early guesses: McDavid, Draisaitl, Tkachuk, Carlson, Quinn Hughes, Linus Ullmark. Those are my guesses. I feel like McDavid and Draisaitl are locks. Carlson is a lock. Ullmark is a lock. And then it's Hughes, I would think. And then Tkachuk, a lot of people say Jack Hughes, but if you do the yearly scoring, so it's from January 1st, 2023 to December 31st, or December 1st really is when they cut it off. Jack Hughes is like 15th in points, I believe. I got X Factor choice back. Got McAvoy, Jack Hughes, and Tkachuk. Who do you recommend I should take? I would not make your decision. So I would do the dashboard trick, so you don't make a selection. Hold on to the pack, wait for Team of the Year, and see who gets a Jack Hughes or Tkachuk. It'll be one of them. Hey, Slaves, I'm just curious to know if you think there's any chance at an Ultimate Power-Up Icon one-time trade-in. Recently pulled untradeable Mario after already making him. Do you think you'll ever get one? No, they won't. Unfortunately, I don't see them ever doing that. It would be cool, but I doubt it. I still dream of Brick Bowser. This guy. What exactly does Gold Quick Draw do? I've got Gold active and keep losing my opponent with no ability doing the same move. I thought it was supposed to be win all, but when you get countered. So a couple times, if you watch my No Money Spent videos, like I said, I've said this for a long time. The one thing I'm elite at is face-offs because it's rock, paper, scissors. It's a strategy. I love that part of the game, and I'm good at it. When you lose and you're doing the counter to what you lost the face-off in, that's server-based. So I can tell when I'm playing a QC player on 2 ping because I get 23 and I lose the counter. That's why. Secondly, what Quick Draw does is it makes the animation when you snap back doing the face-off faster. So it actually hits the puck faster, which is why you really win quite a bit, especially if you just backhand straight back. You win it a lot more. But what I would do is go back to my NHL 23 face-off video. Nothing has changed. And take a look at how to win the counters. Master those. Happy Thanksgiving, Sleeves. I'm Canadian, but happy Thanksgiving. I'm trying to figure out the best time to migrate my team from PS4 to PS5. Any suggestion would be greatly appreciated. I currently have all the team builders, so definitely want to wait until the new ones come out. Also, Makar is my favorite player, but the pre-order is losing his luster, and the X Factor is impossible to get. I've already got X Factor McDavid. Should I wait till Team of the Year and hope for Makar Team of the Year? Makar could get Team of the Year, yes. His counting stats aren't as high as Quinn Hughes, but he's missed like 20 games, and he's well over a point per game. Migrate as late as you can. Spend everything that you get, because you'll be able to do those objectives and everything again. So you'll be able to get do the moments and get the objective choice back again. I need a tier list on who to grab who is not insanely expensive. I do a video based on price ranges. I'll give you some quick ones. The Star of the Month Larkin, great card and value. The Live Moments 86 overall McKinnon might be one of the best values in the entire game. Anything under 80K, Gold Unstoppable Force, 93 speed, 100%. Those are the two that I would focus on. I just got to NHL. What should I do to upgrade my HUT team? My NHL knowledge is minimal. I've never grinded HUT before. Honestly, watch all my videos. I release videos on the new content every week. I just released one on what to do with every single reward you get. I would watch that and just stay up to date with my content. I basically my entire channel is dedicated to players that don't have the time to learn everything. Took me a minute how to learn to play with Jack and Quinn Hughes. Once you figure it out, Jack Hughes is nasty sniper. If you take wrist shots and pick him upstairs with Jack Hughes, it's gross. And Quinn, if Bobby Orr, Makar, you cannot go left and right with these guys. You want to start the breakout diagonally, and then once you're getting pressured, switch and go the other way, and you'll be able to beat almost everyone. Hi, Slaves. I'm currently going to start saving for McDavid Team of the Year. What should I buy overalls, and how much would I need? This is so hard, but essentially what I would do is 83's under 3,000 coins, 84's under 6,000 coins, and then 85's under 15,000. Do the math. You want under 3,000 per collectible for like the next gen event is a good barometer. And then honestly, 86's might be a buy because next month there should be the new trade in where it's like, okay, now we have 85's we can trade in. I think that's probably the play. I've honestly been seeing more penalties from the CPU after the patch, more than before the patch. Xerus is always good to get a couple per game. This is crazy to me, and it's so wild because I've played about 40 Rivals games since the patch. I've seen maybe 2 AI penalties, but I'm getting reports that Squad Battles is like worse than before. Take a look at your team's discipline stats. Those matter. Those will dictate how often they get called for penalties. Like Leech is a perfect one. If you make if you poke check and you don't get the puck, he almost always gets a penalty. Okay, so I'm going to skip ahead to some of the other questions that I got up near the top, just trying to get some more people involved. Ace Slaves, one more time just to check. 2 of the 87 team builders will get you 190 overall team builder, or is it 4? Yes, it should be 180. 282 87s will get you 190. Hey, Slaves, if Bobby Brink was the Calder Watch sticker and I buy his 85, will it upgrade to 96 if he is a finalist, or will he turn into a power-up player? Thank you for always being the hardest working with best content. Good luck with everything. I appreciate that, man. So how the Calder Watch stickers will work, guys, on the next-gen cards. You will not get them for free. If they are a finalist, all of their tiers will open up to 96. You will have to pay power-up collectibles. It's going to be like 30. And then if they win the Calder, it's probably Bedard. Bedard's card will go all the way to 99. You will have to pay to get him to 99. But it is still good value to have. Like, what I would do is make enough. Like, an 83 overall player will get you an 82 Master Set player, right? One for one collectible. Just make them all, just in case. You never know. At the end of the year, it gives you flexibility. Hey, Sleeves, is Unstoppable Force on smaller players, or should you only use it on the bigger guys? So, I like this question. If you are someone in Division 1 and 2, really, and you hold on to the puck a ton, like I do, and really anyone else, it's kind of the meta, you want big players on Unstoppable Force because it would take someone with essentially truculence to knock them off. However, if you're using smaller players like Bedard, for example, they sort of need Unstoppable Force to just handle the big guys even without truculence. It depends how far are they up in the lineup. Here's my blanket statement. And my abilities tier list with Eki that I recorded earlier in the week should be out tomorrow. It's just going to take me quite some time to edit. If you have a player in your top 6 that has Unstoppable Force, activate it. There you go. Last question. You can't see it. Slaves, I only play 10 games a week and been wondering, is it better to split 5 squad battles and 5 rivals, or would it be better to only take 1? I'm in Division 4 in rivals and can win pro for squad battles. Honestly, do squad battles, and then you can pause it. Like, let's say you don't have enough time. You're going out for dinner. You're going to meet the boys at the bar. Just pause the game, and then you can just slowly do it. If you have less time, squad battle rewards are simply the best because you can pause the game. You don't have to sit down and be like, okay, I got to get through these games here now. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of Who Should You Choose? Again, you want to subscribe with notifications on. Thank you again for all of the subscribers. Almost at 56,000. Appreciate it. And I'll see you on Twitch, hopefully, twitch.tv/NoSleeves12. Peace out, guys.